Welcome to the Sauce and Gravy channel. Johnny Mac here, the gravy guy. If you've ever eaten at Cracker Barrel and had their Hashbrown Casserole, well, you pretty darn well know that it's heaven on a plate. And you know what? It's not that hard to make. So if you want to make some for this holiday season for Thanksgiving or Christmas, let me show you how. You'll be excited to know that the prep work is very, very simple. Sweet white onion, 1.5 cups, 185 grams, chopped up. So that takes care of that. Now it's time to move on to the fun part. Let's make the sauce. No canned soup in this house. Whenever you make it homemade, it just tastes oh so much better. Round up a little bacon grease. 5 tablespoons, 75 grams of pure deliciousness. You'll be thanking me later. Throw it into a Dutch oven, and by the way, if you use a Dutch oven, it's a one-pot meal. Doesn't get any better than that either, I'm telling you. Throw in those diced onions. Cook these bad boys on medium to high heat until translucent and tender. It doesn't take very long, just a few minutes. Once those onions are good to go, raid your spice rack, grab some garlic powder, add a dash. Next up to bat for this hearty comfort food classic, ground mustard, add another dash or two. Give it a quick mix, then spank in some black pepper, let it cook for about 30 seconds or so. Moving right along, this is coming together really quick. It's time to make the thickening agent. You're gonna make a roux. Drop in 1/4 cup or 32 grams of all-purpose flour. Mix it up, mix it in, and cook it over medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes. Great work for this Hashbrown Casserole recipe. You're gonna add 2 liquids. Start off with chicken broth, 3/4 cup, that's 187 milliliters. Drop it in, mix it up. And oh yeah, by the way, cool liquid going into a hot roux, lump-free every time. Doesn't matter, you can pour it all in at once, no big deal. Any person that says otherwise has never tried it. Round up liquid number 2, heavy cream, 3/4 cup, 187 milliliters. And don't be scared of the cream, embrace it. You should see some of these comments I get. It's like it's an abomination to use cream in a sauce. And what do we have here? It's everybody's favorite. It's What's-It sauce. Even the English abbreviate the name. Regardless of the name, it still tastes great. Your burner, it's over medium heat. Grab a whisk and mix it all together. Cook this until it becomes nice and thick, and this happens really quickly, so don't go anywhere. Once the sauce coats the back of a spoon or spatula, and you do the line test and the line stays, you're done. So far, so good. This is pretty simple, right? Cracker Barrel, they're gonna really love me for showing you how to make this. Break out your shredded cheddar cheese. I'm using mild, 2 cups total for the full entire recipe, but for right now for the sauce, you're gonna drop in 1 cup or 113 grams. Mix it all together, and it doesn't really have to be fully melted. Some of it'll melt, but a lot of it won't. It's okay. And here we go with some more of that white stuff. We're supporting the local dairy farmers. Sour cream, 1/2 cup, 135 grams. Yes, mix it in. Whether you call these funeral potatoes, cheesy potato casserole, or simply Hashbrown casserole, making a homemade sauce takes the recipe to the next level. But hold up, every good cook needs to taste the sauce to see if you need to adjust the seasoning. Add a little salt if needed. Spank in some pepper if necessary. Great, now it's time to snag your hash browns. I'm using a 30-ounce bag of frozen shredded hash browns. These guys definitely need to be defrosted before you add them to the mix. Give it a stir to make sure that everything is well combined. You want that sauce evenly distributed throughout the hash browns. From this point, you can either use the same baking dish that you put everything together in and have a one-pot meal. Just make sure that the hash browns are well distributed, or you can butter a 9x13 baking dish and throw everything into it. So check it out. This is how I like to do it. I like to have a little texture, so I do not smooth out those hash browns. But if you like to smooth yours out, why not? Go for it. It's homemade. You can do what you like. Here we go with the final step in this Hashbrown Casserole tutorial. Sprinkle 1 cup or 113 grams of shredded cheddar cheese on top of the casserole. So here's the easy part of the recipe. Pop that casserole uncovered into an oven that's been preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 Celsius for 45 minutes. And then crank that oven up to 450 Fahrenheit, 230 Celsius for 5 minutes or until it's golden brown on top. After a short wait, you have this, a delicious Hashbrown casserole that's better than Cracker Barrel's. It's unbelievable. Homemade from scratch, no canned soup. Look at that, cheesy and delicious. Sprinkle a few green onions or chopped chives on top. That right there is a delicious and scrumptious side dish recipe. Perfect for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and you know what? You can have this for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or even at 2 a.m. in the morning. It's really delicious any time of day. And this is one of those meals that tastes better the second day. So if you want to make this in advance, pop it in the fridge, take it out the next day and warm it up for the big meal, even better. Well, thanks for watching the Sauce and Gravy channel. Hope that you enjoyed this recipe on how to make a delicious, hearty hash brown casserole. I hope you have a chance to make it, dive into it, and enjoy. If you happen to be looking for additional side dish recipes, check out this applesauce recipe or this scalloped potatoes with ham. Thanks again for watching, and keep whisking, y'all.